And tomato sauce really complements the tuna. You can't really taste the leek in it, but there's definitely a hint of leek in there somewhere. But that is lovely, and I'm really looking forward to that for my dinner. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Gigi's Kitchen, and if you're new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make a delicious tuna spag bowl. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a delicious tuna spag bowl or spaghetti bolognese. So what I've done is I've got a large pan and I'm going to put that onto a high heat, and I've got all of my ingredients ready to go. I love a spag bowl. I really enjoy minced beef spag bowls, but recently I've been trying to change what meat or fish we put into them, and I just suddenly thought tuna would be a great one to put in, so I decided to give it a try, and it was delicious. So of course I had to share the recipe with you. So I'm going to add oil to the base of this pan. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this pan to heat up. But before I go, what I wanted to say was, if you have enjoyed this video today and you want to see more, then please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you did enjoy this video today, please feel free to like and subscribe, because everything like that really helps me out. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to just leave the pan to heat up. The pan is getting nice and hot, so what I've done is I have sliced up, so I've topped and tailed one leek, and then I just simply sliced about half of it. I've left half in the fridge. I've actually halved the ingredients for this recipe today. It's only Ted, Howard and myself having it. In the original recipe I made it as if I wrote it as if it serves 4, so I've actually halved all of the ingredients. So I've only used half a leek, but if you want to use the whole leek then that's fine. And I've just simply sliced the leek. I'm just going to pop that into the bottom of the pan. Leek was all I had in the bottom of the fridge when I decided to make this recipe, so I thought I'd just go with it and see how it tastes. Leek and fish kind of go well together. It's normally white fish that go with leek. Tuna is a bit, I wouldn't have ever put them together, but actually it really worked well in this dish. You didn't really notice that it was leek in there, so I just left the leek in. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going to fry the leek until it starts to soften. The leek has started to soften, and it's also starting to go a lovely golden brown colour. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that I've just simply peeled and sliced. Now in the original recipe I said 2, and I know I said earlier that I'd halved all the ingredients for this, but I do love garlic, and I do love it in sauces, especially in spaghetti bolognese. I think my pan is slightly too hot, so I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. So I did leave the garlic in, and I did leave a lot of it in. Obviously if you're not great garlic fans, then you don't have to put it in, or you can just reduce it to 1 if you're making this for 2 people. So I'm just going to fry the garlic now for about 20 to 30 seconds or so. And well, it's basically until you can start to smell it, and you can see that it's going a slightly golden brown colour. Yep, it's started to turn. You just want to heat it through, basically. If you burnt garlic is never nice, so I always try to not burn garlic in the bottom of a pan. And now I'm going to add in my vegetables. So I have 1 carrot that I peeled and grated, and then I have 1 courgette that I also peeled and grated. Again, you don't have to grate your vegetables. You could slice and dice them if you want to, or you could just slice them. I tend to like to grate them because I find that it gives the bolognese sauce a bit more flavour if they're grated. And also, my husband and son are slightly fussy and don't really like vegetables, so I always try to grate vegetables into food, just so they don't know it's in there, basically. And also, actually as well, the vegetables, when they're grated, they tend to cook a bit quicker. That pan's getting really hot, I have to say. Yeah, they tend to cook a little bit quicker when they're grated. So I do always like to grate vegetables, I have to say. And I just want these to basically soften down in my pan. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 1 tin of tomatoes. Again, in the original recipe I did say 2, but obviously this is only serving 2 and a little one, so I don't need 2 tins of tomatoes today. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wash out the tin with some water and just get rid of some of the juice from the bottom. I haven't got rid of all of that today. I might just do a little bit more and swill it round a bit actually, just to get rid of some of the juice. That's it. Juice almost gone, I have to say. And then I'm just going to stir these vegetables and I'm going to leave the tomatoes to come to the boil. So now I'm going to add in some tamari to this. So in the original recipe I said 2 tablespoons, but I'm only going to add 1 today. The tamari is like a fermented soya sauce, so it's fermented for longer and it's also gluten-free as well. I really like tamari. It's a really handy sauce to have in the cupboard. It gives a lot of flavour to certain foods, which is really nice. And then I'm also going to add in a tablespoon of tomato puree as well. Again, tomato puree is just to add flavour and a bit more texture to the sauce. So I'm just going to turn the heat up a little bit again, and then I'm going to add some dried mixed herbs to this as well. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of dried mixed herbs, like so. I'm just going to mix that around. Oh, that's starting to smell like a bolognaise sauce now with the dried mixed herbs. And then I'm going to add a pinch of salt as well, salt and pepper to your taste. As always, you don't have to add it if you don't want to, but I like to add it just a little bit. And a little bit of pepper as well. And the sauce has come to the boil now. So I'm going to reduce the heat down. I'm going to go and tidy up and cook the pasta, and then I will add the tuna in and the cooked pasta as well, and I will let you know how it tastes, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious because it smells really good, I have to say. I've finished cooking the pasta and I'm going to add in the tuna next. So I've got 2 tins of tuna that I'm going to add to the sauce, like so. I always like to make sure I get everything out. My grandmother taught me waste not, want not, and I think I've taken that literally with me everywhere I go. So now I'm just going to stir around the tuna into the sauce. And then I'm going to add the pasta on top and any water that's in that sauce as well. The pasta water helps to loosen the sauce a little bit. And I'm just going to mix everything round, and that is our dinner nearly done. I've just got to go and get some basil, and then I'm going to add some basil to this, and then that will definitely be our dinner done. I've chopped up some basil and just a handful of basil, and I'm just going to pop that into the saucepan, and again I'm going to mix everything together, and that is definitely our dinner done now. And I shall serve some up and let you know how it tastes, but as I always say, I just think it's going to be delicious because it smells so good right now. This looks and smells so good, so I'm going to give it a try now. Let me just get a bit of the pasta and some of the tuna sauce as well. Oh, yeah, that's really nice. And tomato sauce really complements the tuna. You can't really taste the leek in it, but there's definitely a hint of leek in there somewhere. But that is lovely, and I'm really looking forward to that for my dinner this evening. That's how you make my delicious tuna spag bowl or tuna spaghetti bolognese, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening, and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.